Ionescu, just the all-time NCAA leader in triple-doubles, former #1 overall pick in the WNBA draft, won the WNBA championship last month, won the Olympic gold medal for Team USA. Ladies and gentlemen, Sabrina Ionescu joins us here on Big Ten Tailgate. It is an honor to have you with us. We're so excited. We're kind of new here. You're not. Give me a couple of your favorite things about Eugene. What makes this place special?
I mean, look at the turnout today. Everything special about Eugene, from the fans that come to the games, the students, the entire university. It's what makes it special here.
Sabrina, you have recently dropped a shoe. First of all, congratulations. What went into that process, and how does it feel to have one of the most popular shoes, not just in women's basketball, but in all of basketball?
It's been amazing. Obviously, being with Nike, and now we're on the Sabrina 2, and being able to just see so many men, so many women in the shoe, and that was the goal of the shoe, to create a unisex basketball shoe. And thank you for wearing them.
Listen, Brittany, you didn't get an opportunity to play for a chip in 2020. A couple years later, you're now a champion. Does that fill the void that's left by that gap?
It will never truly fill the void of not being able to win a championship for this university. But understanding, just a few years later, being able to win one on the professional level, a part of me is kind of understanding the story that I was supposed to be able to tell here, and now being able to tell on the professional level. A part of that championship is for the University of Oregon.
All right, speaking of telling stories, you have one of the more fascinating stories when it comes to picking a school. So she's this high school superstar, right? She goes to the McDonald's All-American game. She wins the MVP. Nobody knows where she's going. She's the only player who's not committed. The bags are packed in your car, and your dad still doesn't know what school he's driving to, and you say, let's go to Eugene. Walk me through that.
Well, I definitely wasn't going to Washington, so... yeah, I mean, I think just I definitely waited until the last minute. Won't advise that. But I think understanding I really just wanted to make the right decision, and this just felt like home, and I made the best decision of my life to come here.
And what did Kelly Graves say? You gave me a heart attack?
Yeah, I think I definitely gave him a heart attack. Probably lost some years on his life waiting so long. But it was all part of the story, and blessed to be able to play 4 years here.
Sabrina, you did the three-point contest against Steph Curry last year. Now, I hear that they want to go back and go 2-on-2, Steph and Clay. Who would your partner be if you get to do this
It's
shot?
not Tyvus.
I'm just saying, I'm
not
available.
Tyvus.
I'm just telling you,
You're available?
I'm available.
You don't want that.
I'm just telling you, listen, I taught Steph what he does.
What are you talking about?
Jesus.
I mean, if I would have to choose, I'm taking Caitlin Clark on my team.
Oh, there we go.
I like that. Listen, you play with John Quill, Brianna Stewart. How easy does that make the game for you?
I mean, so easy. I'm playing with MVPs. To be able to be on the same team, and especially with them being older and have won many championships altogether, it's just helped kind of pave the way for me early on in my career to just be able to learn from them.
Yeah.
You brought up Caitlin Clark, and we here at the Big Ten Network put a big emphasis on women's basketball. I got to call a bunch of her games over the last few years. We know her really well. What was it like going up against her? I'm curious what that entire vibe felt like this year.
Yeah, it's amazing. I've known her for a while. She actually took her visit here with her dad, and I was kind of showing her around Eugene, and to be able to see what she's been able to accomplish in college and now at the professional level, it just helps all of us continue to push the game forward and advocate for women's sports.
Sabrina, you got to train with an absolute legend, somebody that everybody in this world respect, and Kobe Bryant. What was that like training with him?
It was amazing, just his attention to detail, and being able to see how he was the first one to really push the women's game forward. And he didn't care where you came from, what you looked like. He just respected if you were a great basketball player and put the work in. And it's nice to see that we're slowly getting there today.
Yeah.
Listen, you got your first Olympic gold medal. You were there as a youngin'. How did it feel to hold that golden medal and be what you are now?
It's always been a dream. I just remember me as a little girl wanting to be an Olympic gold medalist, and being able to go through that entire month of understanding what it takes. You're walking around, and there's swimmers and gymnasts and people that you've idolized growing up, and being able to understand we're all representing Team USA, and obviously being able to win was that much better.
We talk about how the sport of women's basketball has been exploding in the last couple years. WNBA ratings are marvelous. College hoops ratings are absolutely incredible. Attendance is up across the board. When you look at what Caitlin did last year, but also this upcoming year with Paige and with Juju and all this, how much do you find yourself watching this women's game right now?
It's at an all-time high to be able to see such young collegiate players pushing the game forward. It only helps them coming into the professional game and continuing to do that. But I'm excited. I feel like right now is the time for college hoops, high school hoops. Everything's just going in the right direction, and I'm excited to be a part of that.
Let me do one more question before we get to another thing we brought you here for. I know you have a food drive that you've been working on. Explain us what we need to know about that.
Yeah, obviously being here for the football game, the women's basketball game, but also hosting a camp for my SI20 Foundation. Being able to just provide here an opportunity in the community for young kids to come out and just hoop like I used to do. And then, with the food drive, we're hosting that for Lane County before the basketball game and just wanting to help in this community, especially around the holiday season.